Hi there, I'm Alicia Malone, and we are switching gears right now for a slapstick comedy with one of our favourite actresses around here at TCM, Debbie Reynolds, starring with a man renowned for his great comic timing, Tony Randall, in one of the only times he played the romantic lead on the big screen. From 1959 and directed by George Marshall, it's The Mating Game. Randall plays an uptight IRS agent who is sent to investigate the financial doings of a farmer and his wife, Ma and Pop Larkin, played by Paul Douglas and Una Merkel. But before long, he's charmed by the farmer's effervescent, fun-loving daughter, played by Debbie Reynolds. And as we all know, it's hard not to be charmed by Debbie Reynolds. This was Tony Randall just 2 years after he first arrived in Hollywood. He started on radio and on the stage in New York in the early 1940s, but paused his acting career to join the Army in 1942, where he served for 4 years during World War II. After the war, he kept busy doing radio theatre and live television before eventually breaking into movies. His first film was based on one of his Broadway productions, the comedy Oh Men, Oh Women from 1957. Our film was released 2 years later. It was made on the cusp of great popularity for Randall for his supporting roles in films like Pillow Talk, Love a Comeback, and Boys' Night Out. Of course, his most famous part was on television as Felix in the long-running 1970s sitcom The Odd Couple. And it's so much fun to see him here as the guy who might just get the girl. Also, be on the lookout for a hilarious scene where Randall's character gets drunk. Let's watch, featuring costumes by famed MGM designer Helen Rose from 1959, The Mating Game. The Mating Game marked the last feature film of Paul Douglas, who played Pop Larkin. His first job was as a professional football player before he began acting professionally on the stage. He was the original Harry Brock in the 1946 Broadway version of Born Yesterday, and though he didn't start appearing in films until the age of 41, he was seen in some great movies, A Letter to Three Wives and Executive Suite among them. Sadly, Douglas had a heart attack just a few months after our movie was released. He was just 52 years old. The Mating Game was based on a novel by H.E. Bates that was called The Darling Buds of May, and in the early 1990s, that novel was turned into a successful TV show in Britain, which is where the Oscar-winning Welsh-born actress Catherine Zeta-Jones got her big break as the character of Mariette. Okay, keep watching TCM. Up next is a heart-tugging drama starring the wonderful Alan Arkin in one of his best roles. It's a film based on a novel by Carson McCullers, so stay right where you are.
Next on TCM, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. Then, Sweet November. And later, Rain Man. Into every life a little TCM must fall.